Hello and welcome back to another video. This is going to be your short match preview to the Manchester United game, and the message is simple: we just need to attack. But make sure to like and subscribe before we get into the full video. Thank you very much. Man United don't really win many away games, especially against teams that happen to be in the top 10 at the time. They even scraped over Fulham, a team that battered us. They did draw to Liverpool, a team that battered us. And they did win against Everton, although the scoreline in that game didn't tell the full story, and Everton beat us. They got beaten by Palace, who drew with us. Man United don't really do well. They're not really doing well this season. They're not really doing well for their expectations. They're not really doing well away from home, which is ironic because under one of the worst managers I've ever seen, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, they had an unbeaten away record at some point. And to be honest, I feel like we could get something, but I don't feel like we can win. I feel like this is screaming a draw all over it. Purely because I feel like we've gone back to type and back to sit-back football, and that's what Moyes is like in these big games. And if we don't attack Man United, we will miss out on an opportunity to get the best out of our senior players, you know, the first team that's going to start against Man United. Because who needs to rotate? Unless it's in the Carabao Cup, well, there's a chance to win a trophy. Who needs to rotate, right, boys? Because the only reason why you're here is because you won a competition as a trophy. So I don't want to hear any of this chat about expectations and stuff like that. What do you expect from West Ham fans? Yeah, someone put it perfectly. It sounds like Sam Allardyce. It sounds exactly like how Sam Allardyce sounded, and it sounded exactly why the start of Sam Allardyce versus the fans started. But who am I to judge the Moyes sire? But this is the thing. Like, I like David Moyes. I like him sometimes in interviews. I appreciate him. I think he's a legend, but I also think he should be leaving at the end of the season, because this season is a bit up in the air for me. And I think I would actually rather a manager come in at the start of the season and plan out from there, pre-season, knows the squad done. I'd rather they get it done behind the scenes and they come to watch games, etc., and see what they like about the squad early doors. I think that's how the club should move, personally. If we're talking specifically about this game, they have got a few injuries. I would have preferred if they had Harry Maguire, but then again, Harry Maguire usually has good games against us, and despite him being on form, I would still rather him play over Varane. I don't want to play against Varane. We saw how good Varane was against Liverpool, and I don't really get the disrespect for Rafa Varane, unless it's injury problems that he can't help, because we can't really give shit to people that have injury problems, and that's the truth for me. And that's just my opinion as well. Like, I'd rather they play Dalot instead of Wan-Bissaka, because I think whoever plays on the left side will give Dalot problems. If Wan-Bissaka's there, as much as they might not be a threat going forward, we won't be able to get past them, and they're going to be away from home, so they might not even press that much. It would be just West Ham for Rasmus Højlund to score his first goal against us, a man who I feel like still hasn't been getting any service, really, but still needs to... like, you know, stop trying to wrestle defenders, if I'm talking from the outside perspective. Marcus Rashford is probably one of the most overrated players to come out of Man United since Fergie left. But what Marcus Rashford can do is score against West Ham. He has a great record, and so does Anthony Martial, so maybe he might play as well. I'm not afraid of Anthony, but again, as I said, it will be just like West Ham United for Anthony to score against West Ham. But I believe in Emerson. And I just believe in getting the full team back. And to be honest with you, I'm not particularly afraid of Man United, and we shouldn't be having. There should be no excuses. There should be no excuses to not go for it. And the reason why I say that, we literally beat a Man United, I know by a lucky goal, but we beat a Man United side that were better than last season. Better than this season, and we were worse last season than we are this season. Despite having Declan Rice, we didn't have Kudus, and we didn't have a fluid Bowen. Bowen picked it up at the back end of last season, but we're truly seeing what Jarrod Bowen's about. Even in the game against Liverpool, I managed to catch up with the rest of the goals after I turned the TV off in that game. Jarrod Bowen does what Jarrod Bowen does, and he'll be on form throughout the season for me, and he'll be a contender for what people are saying for team of the season. But I'm really sorry, guys, but that is going to be the match reaction, and it's going to be really short because I am very busy right now. But make sure to like the video and subscribe if you're new, and the social medias will be in the description if you want to follow me, and the email for the inquiries. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.